All right, they're taking care of some convention business. They're going to do a couple of benedictions. Back to our panel, Brit, Hume, Dana Perino, Harold Ford Jr. Dana.
Well, I think that the everyday Americans is working. And what you see here is this, we're living in the middle of a political realignment on both sides. And you can see that President Trump, one, is uniting the Republican Party and then growing it, reaching out to different types of people. His Latino vote, the Black American vote, especially Black men, and young people. And I think that the Democrats are looking at this going, we can't afford to lose chunks of each of these groups and still win. Plus, I think that the President Biden's path to 270 keeps getting much more difficult as you have states like Nevada taken off the table, but adding battleground states perhaps in New Hampshire, maybe even Virginia. And so there's going to be just a huge amount of changes this week as you see that. And I can imagine that the Democrats are watching all of this going, I don't know how I feel about our chances in November, let alone the August convention.
Well, let's ask Harold about that. Harold, what do you say? What are you thinking here tonight?
So this has been, thus far, a great convention for the president and for the Republicans. I agree with everything about Sean O'Brien and how he presented. First, I think the president got what he wanted from that speech, to Carl's point.
But not endorsement.
But what it's shaping up, he didn't get endorsed, but what's shaping up, the A's are the big issues in this campaign. Affordability is being talked about here, and abortion will be talked about at the convention that my party holds. The question becomes, which one of those is more powerful? Which one resonates more with voters? Other issues, well, NATO and national security will certainly play. But what the president and Republicans have done thus far this evening, they have to view this as a huge success. And Democrats ought to be learning, how do you counter this over the next few weeks?
Yeah, you know, Britt, one of the things that really strikes me tonight is this really positive energy. There's a lot of enthusiasm, and that's something that, you know, this is a race that most Americans for a long time said they didn't want to see Biden and Trump back in the ring. But this crowd, I haven't felt a crowd like this in quite some time.
But remember, these are Trump's delegates. They populate this hall.
100%.
They could be expected to be excited about it, especially, Martha, on top of what happened over the weekend. And the moment in this night, make no mistake about it, was when Trump walked out here, the bandage covering his ear, and how he seemed to them. Obviously, they were thrilled. He could have been their fallen hero. Now he's their surviving hero. And how he seemed, above all. You know, he seemed subdued in a way as he was walking out. He seemed serious, and you know, he was hearing the cheers that used to, you know, that revved him up in the past. He seemed more subdued tonight. He seemed at times nearly emotional.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.